Homesteading. Let's talk about homesteading for a second. Inquiring minds want to know, why homestead? Heather, why in the world would you want to homestead? Well, if we want to talk about being independent, homesteading is the way to go. And it's not like we're completely independent. It's just being more self-sufficient is freedom. It is power. I can't get a credit card, let alone a mortgage. I will never be eligible for that, no matter how hard I try to get a credit score or to have a full-time job for a year or more, whether working for someone else or being self-employed. It's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want to wait that long. Life is short. And I've been renting most of my adult life, and I'd rather not keep dishing money out without investing in something. So in homesteading, I see that as a way to not only invest, but to bring my cost of living down to where I can actually afford it. And yeah, there's going to be some sacrifices here or there, or not even just sacrifices, but things to get used to. Like, I'm still wrapping my head around the compost toilet. I used to be scared of porta potties now, so the idea of a compost toilet has gotten easier to accept. I think I can do it, and it's just a matter of getting it down so that it works right and I'm doing it right so it doesn't smell bad. With homesteading comes the ability to repurpose things, save money, actually be able to maintain what you have without having to spend money on outside assistance as much. There's the bartering and the sense of community that's within that, and there's a pretty strong subculture that's growing all the time. Doesn't get not nearly as much attention as it should within our society, and I believe it's really the healthy way to go at this point, rather than continuing on in this broken old system that we're seeing all the time more and more is just not working. So how do we fix that? Well, we decide to live differently. For instance, I don't know how to fix a furnace, and it's kind of intimidating. It's complicated. To have a repairman come out, it's expensive. Or a repair woman. Having a repair person come out, it's expensive. But I do understand wood stoves, and I can operate a wood stove. No problem, It's actually really liberating to chop wood. And it's a great stress reliever, and it keeps you in shape. It makes you feel accomplished when you do that sort of work. Starting a fire from nothing and keeping a wood stove going and hearing the crackle and receiving the warmth from a wood stove is incredibly satisfying. So it's things like that. Being able to know how to take care of the plants that you're growing and knowing how to convert that into something that's delicious and won't kill people, like in the sense of working around animals. I don't know how to kill a chicken. I can roast a mean chicken with stuffing, but I have no idea how to kill a chicken yet and process it correctly and safely. I've learned how. I've done everything other than doing it with my own two hands, so I look forward to doing that. And when I tell people that one of the things on my list is to kill a chicken, everybody's like, what? You know, there's so many exciting things out there when it comes to homesteading, and it makes me happy on a daily basis to know that this is in my future and to, you know, get closer to it all the time and be working towards it and learning more about it. I've been able to quit smoking cigarettes. I've made a lot of decisions in a better path that are really beneficial, and it's only because I've decided to go, finally committed myself to going in this direction, and I really can't wait to share it with all of you. I wish I had a piece of property right this second. I'm incredibly impatient for it, but it'll just make it that much sweeter when it all comes around, and I hope that over time I can help you all that have never even thought about doing this kind of thing maybe be able to figure out how you can incorporate it in your lives, or how you can save money or take charge more of your life rather than being a slave to debt or thinking that you only can do it the conventional way, which can be really unsettling if any kind of financial turbulence gets in the way, any illness or anything like that. You know, there's too many foreclosures out there. So I hope that I can be an example of how it can work. And that's about it for now. Talk to you soon. By the way, if any of you are ever wondering why I'm wearing a bandana, it's usually on the days that I'm cleaning over at my grandparents' house. And I've been doing house cleaning and organizing for years, but that's my way of keeping all this hair out of my face, and I put my hands on my head a lot, so I'm not trying to be gangster or anything. It's just something practical that I do. That's how a Heather do.